All right, so we're back with more investigation. Let's play this.
It's time! You guys, our 10 for 10 anniversary deal is ending. It is ending. And you get all these products, 10 full size products for $10 each. 10 for 10 for our 10-year anniversary. This is $300 in value for just $100. Okay, this is enough products for the whole family. I'm gonna show you what you're getting. Okay, one, you get our viral honey shampoo made with real honey. You see how brown that is? Real honey. It's like a 2-in-1. You're gonna shampoo and condition with this. Okay, then we got our mint liquid poo, great for you have braids or you want like a liquid poo to get really in your scalp. Witch hazel, feel tingly sensation is gonna be amazing. So 2 shampoos. Then we got our fragrance-free conditioner. All right, mainstay, everyone loves it. And we have our mint deep conditioner, you guys. Also going to be a compliment to the mint liquid poo. It's going to have like a little minty, refreshing feeling to your scalp. Then we've got our moisturizer. We got our Ultra Hold Gel, which is our most popular gel, as well as our flakeless pineapple gel, pineapple potion. So pectin-based gel, so it's going to be nice, heavy hold, but without too much flaking. And then we have our 2 serums, pineapple and mint. And then finally, you guys, our body butter, my favorite. Comment TEN below to get this deal. You're going to love it, and you're going to be kicking yourself if you miss out. There's no Black Friday deal that's going to be better than this. Just isn't. So hurry.
Okay.
That promo sounds real familiar. She posted that video October of this year as their 10-year anniversary special. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe the sales didn't do as well as she did. So she was like, let me double back with this same 10 for 10. And now we're going to call it the Protect CurlMix bundle.
Who's going to know?
Ooh, me. Because I'm nosy.
You nosy, and I'm a researcher. I'm going to dig, and I'm going to dig till I find... What was this one?
That's the one where she meets Jennifer Hudson in person for the first time.
Yeah, I met Jennifer Hudson. She's a CurlMix customer of 5 years, and she came up to me with, I kid you not, like tears in her eyes. She was so worried about the brand, which I appreciate deeply. And she's been a customer for over 5 years. She lives in Florida. She's like, your Luscious Sodas is my favorite gel. And she's like, I'm just here visiting a friend. And I just happen to be in Hyde Park. And like, I'm fangirling right now. I can't believe I get to talk to you and meet you. I've watched you for years.
Why would she do that?
I had to ask you.
Why would she do? And then the crazy part is that I'm going through the comments because I'm like, I can't be the only person confused about what's going on right now.
No, you were not.
And nobody really said anything.
Except for that.
So maybe one person.
There were several people. And one lady even suggested that would be so nice. Like, J. Hud, you could go on the show. It's in Chicago. Is her show in Chicago?
I don't know if her show is in Chicago, but I know she's from Chicago.
If her show is in Chicago, you think she's trying to get on the show through these means by name dropping?
Idea, but I know she finishes this video.
Let's see.
You have watched you for years in your shower, doing your hair. She was so ecstatic. She saw the Protect CurlMix campaign. She's like, when I get home, I'm getting my 10 for 10. And she just was out visiting one of her friends who was turning 90 years old. And they were all, her son was taking them around town. And it's funny, her son's actually an investor in venture capital, and he builds buildings and things like that. And she's a PR specialist. And so she was like giving me notes on the campaign and how I communicated things and what could have been better or what I did good. But she was just she was a huge fan of CurlMix. You see how happy she is. We ended up talking for like 30 minutes about the business, about, financials, impact, conversion rates, all kinds of things. And I just love meeting CurlMixers out in the wild. You guys are like the most incredible humans. And my homie my homie Renosha from Reagan Sinai, she was the reason I was even out at dinner. She asked me to come out, and we were kicking in. I love my founder friends. And so I just want to say, like, sometimes you don't know how important what you do is until you meet the people's lives you've changed. So for any founder who's worried about impact or whether or not they should keep going, like, don't quit, y'all. Don't quit. Because there are people out there like this who need you. Thank you so much, J. Hud. It was so nice to meet you.
No, I should call her J. Hud. You think she go by that in real life?
Hell no. This lady looked like she's well into her 60s. It is no way she's walking around being confused. Like, no, they call Jennifer Hudson the singer, the American Idol, the Dream Girl.
The talk show host.
The talk show host, J. Hud. Like, I don't want to be confused with her.
No. And why couldn't it just be, let me tell you about this beautiful soul I met this week, Miss Jennifer. Why did we have to give her whole name?
A whole spill right off the back. That was to pull you in. That was the hook and bait.
Per usual. I feel like the hook and bait is on brand at this point.
The camera moved around so quickly and so fast the whole time because it was just the art of confusion. And I feel like that's what she is hitting us with, the art of confusion, and just to keep us in one big
Honestly, to be honest with
sequel
you, the
of
last
confusion.
time we talked about this, I was looking forward to following this campaign. I really was. No matter, like, I don't have skin in the game. Like, I'm not invested. This isn't, my business. I don't know anybody who uses these products. I don't use these products daily. So I don't have any skin in the game. I'm not really that invested, like, at all.
Yeah.
However, I am invested in this story. And I was excited about following it. But now, speaking of confusion, I am very lost and very confused. And every video or something I see of her is so frustrating for me.
Because it gets more and more confusing. And each and every, like, the deeper I get, the more I scratch my head. Because, like, this one.
If I don't get 20,000 orders by December 31st, I'm going to be forced to close my business. So I got 6 weeks left. Come with me to see what I did this week. So we had our first snowstorm in Chicago. I popped into the office to make sure we're getting orders out. And then, of course, I decided not to skip my workout in crisis. Typically, I would, but that is not good for my body. And then I met up with Rosa. She's our head of operations. And we just reviewed product quality and orders going out and shipping times, things like that. And then I was headed off to Atlanta for 2 days for press. I fly Southwest, budget friendly, y'all. And then I do my own makeup. These days, I do my own beauty routines just because it's more efficient and faster, but it's also a bit cheaper too. If you are a founder and you know how to do your own makeup, it's just going to save you loads and loads of time of just the coordination of working with an artist. I also do my own press notes, and just prepping for each podcast, making sure I'm hitting all the notes. Hey, Janae, her podcast is amazing. She's on Black Enterprise. Check her out. And it was my first time being at iHeartMedia's, or iHeartRadio's podcast center in Atlanta. So super, super cool. After the episode, we went to take pictures and just kind of like do some content for the podcast. Super great interview. And then afterwards, I had a Waymo ride. This is kind of wild. I've never rode in one of these self-automated cars, but it was cool. At first, I was like, this is taking a job away from somebody. The social justice warrior in me was not happy. But then I was like, oh, but this is also going to prevent like any safety hazards with like people who are, predators and all the things. I was like, okay, maybe this is a good happy medium. Then afterwards, I met up for lunch with the founder of Ecom Spaces. She's one of the only Black-owned fulfillment centers in Atlanta. So definitely check her out. Then the next day, I headed over to David Shan's podcast, Social Proof Podcast, and we got into the nitty-gritty, the numbers, the details. Definitely check it out if you guys want to know, like, the facts and figures behind everything. He said it was going to be one of my favorite episodes. It definitely was. I was very vulnerable and shared a lot of information on that podcast. And then David insisted that I go to Uncle Phil's cheesesteak restaurant. It was actually delicious. And then I was back on the plane back home in my neighborhood in Hyde Park. The next day I got back to work, and of course can't skip the workout in crisis. You guys already know how I feel about this. Look at that booty. Okay, don't look at it. Well, actually, no, look at it. Your girl's been working on it, okay? I've been committed to my fitness this year. And then I had dinner at Virtue, one of the Black-owned restaurants here in Hyde Park. And then the next day, I went to go to lunch with my homie Taylor Pippin, who works at Shakes Bank. She's got the big bucks. Thank you, Tay. But she's like, do you have a lot of credit? She's like talking me through finances and stuff. And then I had dinner at Cantina Rosa, another Black-owned restaurant. That's actually one of our customers. He uses CurlMix, and I actually ran into like my investors and some of my cousins at the restaurant that night. So I love living in Hyde Park for this reason. And then, making sure we're getting these orders out, y'all. Have you protected CurlMix yet? Busy week. Almost at 4K orders.
Almost at 4,000. Niecy, did she just wake up?
I don't know, but that
almost at
irked
4,000.
me. The whole video irked me.
Almost at 4,000 orders. Sorry. First of all, how many times did she eat out? If your business is on the verge of closing, you don't have time to keep going to eat like that. She ate out 5 times in this video. I
don't even think I would feel comfortable if somebody was picking up the tab for me to eat.
No.
She ate out more than she was
She
in
went
the
to
warehouse.
the gym 2 times. She went to the office 1 time. But is it a warehouse, a factory? It's just the office.
It's all of the things. It's 30,000 square feet of space.
She just always refers to it to the office. So,
Because she skips the assembly line and goes straight upstairs to the office.
Did you see the one where the worker like opened the door for her and she's like, "Oh, good morning." Wait, yeah.
So she mentioned the social proof podcast, and I actually watched it for the entire hour, and it was very insightful. Also confusing, also frustrating. I'm still lost. I don't even know what we're doing here
I'm
at this
telling you,
point.
she is a master of confusion.
The video just annoys me because please stop giving us updates if you are not really shipping out any products. Because yes, we see you packing stuff in boxes.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we see you packing things in boxes.
But it looks like the same 9 products you was packing from day one.
So we'll insert this right here.
Now this was underneath that clip.
What comments of people are reaching out? I never got my order from early October.
Early October. Back
The
when
10
she had the 10 for 10
10
anniversary sale. Exactly.
I'm sorry you're having issues. I didn't know this. I'm just here for the 10 for 10 for the 10-year anniversary. I don't. Yeah.
Thanks for your support. Check your messages.
She been brushing people off. And speaking of, so I looked that up because I'm like, well, if this person is saying this, it is backed by more. And if you go and you look it up, I'll insert that too on the BBB, on Better Business Bureau website. There are multiple complaints from CurlMix saying that people, they are angry.
Angry is nice.
They are angry. The company is deceptive and practices are dishonest. People have applied
When was that review?
When was it?
Can you click on?
Let me see.
Does it show the date?
4/22/25. 4/1.
2014. I mean, 2024 is crazy.
Look at this. All the way back to 23. And it's more pages. Y'all go look this up if you want. It's on the BBB. It dates back. But people they've slammed this lady, slammed this company, saying that they haven't received their refunds. They never received their orders. They just wanted their money back. They've never gotten it. I just say you really have to do your own due diligence at this point. And
that is like so bold and so arrogant. And I'm looking for a word and it's just not coming to me. But it's such a slap in the face to know that you have so many orders that you have not fulfilled, and for you to get your ass on social media and beg for more money from. This is why you don't have a high retention rate.
Well, what did she say when she was on that podcast? And if this doesn't work out,
yeah.
Oh, I do have that clip.
Yeah,
I forgot.
We could get out the horse's mouth today.
Because I've been building a company for 10 years and I've already raised money, I could close and walk away and somebody would fund my next project pretty easily for a few $1 million because I'm a 3rd or 4th time founder and I wouldn't make those same mistakes again. But who would I be sacrificing? And if I did that, all of my investors, my crowdfund investors, my team. There's a difference between being a leader and having leadership skills. And
Explain that.
I think leadership skills are performance based. I know this is what a leader is supposed to do, so I'm going to act like a leader. Real leaders, they go first. They fall on their sword. They sacrifice their ego. They will fail publicly and for their team in front of other people so that the team doesn't have to suffer. And I believe I'm a real leader. And so if that means my ego has to be crushed and I have to come on here and say, hey, I was running out of money and I needed help from my customers to continue to go on, I'll do that. My ego will die every day for my team.
I am clutching my pearls.
So I'm sure that people who have led thousands of people into a battle, knowing good and damn well they wasn't going to win it, thought that they were real leaders too.
Absolutely not.
Because you can't be a king or a ruler over an empire when all of your soldiers are dead on a battlefield because you egotistically sent them out there to fight a war that they couldn't win. And you knew it.
I think that her team or whoever these people are that she briefly shows, I think that maybe this is family members that were employed and to keep a tight lip on
so
what's
on
really
this
going
podcast,
on.
because I watched the whole hour plus, she mentions that her team is, one person on her team is her auntie who's over 40 that keeps her books and tells her when she needs to go out and make more money. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't understand make more money when you're an e-commerce business and you're providing a product.
Yeah. The money is already there. And if the orders are there, then so is the money. But
clearly the orders are there. They're just not getting them.
They're not getting them. But like she said in the first one that we over 250,000 or was it 290,000 customers?
No, she had 200,000 customers initially. And then before she decided to launch into Ulta, she had 50,000 that were repeat customers. So she let 150,000 customers go by the wayside when she did this Ulta expansion. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
Oh, then she goes on to say how, speaking of customers, she has this CurlMix, what she calls them, the CurlMixers. So she has this CurlMix Facebook group that has like 20,000 maybe people in it. And CurlMix cannot close because what's going to happen to the Facebook group? Like, these girls have become family. They go to each other's birthday parties and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, bitch, you can still keep the Facebook group. Like, what the?
Yeah, because
what does that have to do with the business?
The name is pretty much descriptive to anything, right? Well,
Yeah.
we got curls. You know, it's just kind of
Oh, girl. My
marginalized to
favorite
the curl
part
girls.
of the interview was when she says that they started this business and profit was not the goal.
What was the goal?
Growth and scaling.
Doesn't that align with profit?
No.
Because how you going to grow and scale if you don't have the money to grow and scale?
That's why she's been begging for the last 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Growth and scaling was the main goals, but now the goal is profit.
So the goal wasn't to give Black women a non-toxic product that would affect.
I've never heard her say that in any interview.
internal, you know,
Not even any
To
print interviews over the last 10 years.
give
I've
Black
never heard
women
her say
the
anything.
confidence to wear their hair, their natural hair, like just something more.
No. Initially, she
heartfelt.
said she started the business because she wanted to travel more. So I've never heard her say anything about wanting to give Black women better quality hair products as the reason
that
why
were not
she.
tainted.
Nope. So yeah, so growth and scaling. Also, she pays her employees like 20% over market just because that sounded good, I guess. Without any
believe it.
real numbers behind why they should get paid this much money. She says she does benefits and like maternity leaves, like paid leave off, that kind of stuff. He asked her a valid question and she like choked.
What was the question?
He
Tell
wanted
me.
to know what was her profit margin on these $100 boxes.
Well, wait a minute. So on that video, she said that 4,000 orders in, y'all. How much are those bundles? Because you have to buy the bundle. Like I did see a lady, she did comment and
It's
she said,
$100.
I want to support, you know, what you have going on, support your movement. However,
So she
I don't
said about
have
$400,000 right now.
$100. So can I just buy one of your products? And I think that was a no.
Sis probably hit her with a, you can donate to the campaign. We'll take any amount of donation.
But I feel like that's deceptive how she has that marketed because let's see, she had a picture up with a 10 for 10 and excuse me, it's pretty ambiguous, you know, 10 for $10. It doesn't say, or maybe I missed something, I don't know, but it says protect CurlMix 60 days to get 20,000 orders, 10 for 10, a $300 value. It doesn't say, you know, it makes me think I could get all of this, and it's a picture of everything, the full bundle.
That is what you
It
get.
makes me feel like I could get everything. She said it's 10 for $10 each.
Yeah.
$100 on the video.
What you missing?
I'm missing, where is that on here? Because the clients would misread this. It has to have each 10 for $10 each. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're
A
saying.
client would
Instead of
misread
10
this.
for $100,
Yeah,
it's
and
saying
that's
10
what
for $10.
people were getting confused on that too because
I can see that.
they said I don't have the $100. I didn't know, like,
Yeah, she didn't put the each behind it.
she don't have that, and you have to have things clear statement. Nothing should ever be based under an assumption, like, you know, like, no, this right here, I feel like it was placed, you know, it was strategically written like that so that
So you can click.
you can click, and once you click, here come Kim popping up to bait you right on in. And
It's called tracking.
yeah.
Targeting cookies. She gonna retarget you after you click. Next thing you know, you're gonna be seeing Kim everywhere.
Kim
'Cause
every-
I'm sure she has a retargeting ad.
Yeah, and she's also going to Bluetooth in your dream because, you know, they got that technology too now. You dreaming about
10
Kim.
for 10, 10 for 10, 10 for 10.
I got to protect CurlMix.
Bro, that's another thing too. It's what's the word? Not rage baiting. What's the other one? Where she tries to like pull you in like with emotion, like tugging at your heartstrings. Because each video starts off with "I'ma close," or there's
Yeah.
like some kind of on-screen text that says "business closing," Shark Tank Chicago Shark Tank
Yeah.
founder closing business. Like something.
Something to just stay in your subconscious mind,
Yeah.
so that it can, play on you later down the line. And I absolutely hate that. That's what marketing is.
You know what she said that on here on the podcast, she says that the Social Proof podcast interview, she says that she basically recommends to any founder or whatever that they need to like get their story. She was like, the biggest thing you can have as a founder is your story. People buy into your story.
Well, she definitely has that same story. It's
But how
very
about this?
rhetorical.
Why did she say she went to business school and she majored in supply chain management?
That's interesting. So you said business school, supply chain management. That means that she took an economics class at some point, whether it be macro or microeconomics. And this is why she keeps like with the same rhetorical redundancies that we're seeing, because she knows the importance of strategic marketing. And that's what she's, she didn't learn nothing. She learned that. And that's why, everything is so like just the same over and over again. The storyline.
And also, where is her husband? Is he even her husband?
I don't know.
I don't know any woman who's married will encourage people to look at their booty in a video on social media. I think that's cringe.
That was very cringy. Look at it.
What was the point of that video?
No, look at it. Ego.
And then she also rearranged her pinned videos too. I noticed that.
Which video?
On her social media, the videos that she has pinned to the top, they weren't originally there when this campaign started. She changed those.
She changed them, but I'm sure she had somebody to come in and say, "Oh, you're gonna need to move this around." That's catching the little things that other people.
But if you go to her socials, like you will notice that they're more like emotion grabbing. The videos that she has pinned on the top now, because one is about her journey, about how her mother or her grandmother, somebody relaxed her
With
hair.
her hair. Yeah. Oh, she pinned that.
That's pinned now.
But then my Mexican grandmother.
My Mexican grandmother.
Wait, Niecy. So back to Taylor Pippen. That is that she mentioned in the video. That is Scottie Pippen's daughter that works. She's the vice president at JP Morgan Bank. I looked this up. And she said that I met with her. She got all the money. So, okay, she probably does have some, royalties from her dad.
But did you hear on that video somebody asked her about an LLC?
No.
Somebody asked her if she had a line of credit.
So she mentioned something about,
It was it her that said that?
She mumbled, look for a line of credit, but you barely made it out. And that's what she does. She just kind of rambles on. So you get tidbits and pieces.
It's definitely a word funnel.
Yeah. You can't connect the dots because she's just constantly running on words. It's just a run on sentences. But
then she ends with like this little thing that would be like one of those.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how the fuck we got here? Like, this was not the question.
She's a Black Mirror episode.
Yes.
That's what she is. And so when she mentioned a line of credit, I'm like, sis not gonna be able to run no line of credit. Her business history is too funky. Like,
but remember you asked in the last video why she hasn't tried to reach out, find traditional funding, and it's because her paperwork is not right.
And like you said, she cannot mouthpiece those people.
She cannot mouthpiece traditional fundings or like banks and all those things. She would have to like really show some paperwork of growth. Girl, speaking of, she said that this business, although it's been in business for 10 years, that it has not had one profitable year.
Except for this month. Did you hear that when she said that? Except for this month. What did that mean?
That I don't know. But even after the what is it? The momentum dies down from this campaign, what are you going to do?
Run another campaign.
How? You can't beg for more money. You cannot publicly beg for more money. I'm sorry.
Clearly,
you just can't.
The potions and lotions and gels
and
that she's...
the body butter that she loves so much.
Oh, yeah, the body butter.
I don't know. Like,
people are not...
Because even this is still a fake customer base. Like, it's not real numbers. It's not organic. This is not in real time. Like...
She has influencers that are supporting this, so they're driving in customers based on their their followers and, you know, their people. Because that's what I've noticed on TikTok. I'm noticing.
Oh, I haven't even followed this on TikTok.
It just kind of bled into them. Once you start
Yeah.
looking into them, then she pops up on TikTok. But, you know, of all ethnicities. So that's how I know, like, these, you know, influencers, they go to these conferences, these press conferences, they're like all in cahoots together.
Yeah.
And, you know, oh, I got you. Like,
So what end though? Because 10 years and not 1 year has been a profitable year as a startup. That's crazy to me. We're not talking about like $1 billion company and they maybe had a 10-year, you know, like slump.
but she's founded 4. She's a founder
3 to 4.
3 to 4.
3 to 4 is what she said.
That's not a definitive number. As a person who has founded these 3 to 4, like, is one of them just like hanging on by the wayside?
You know why it's not a definitive number? Because the 4th one she don't want y'all to know about.
Oh,
So okay, so number 1 was the app thing that she tried to do. So that was her first one,
the social
maybe. Then the subscription box thing.
app. Mm-hmm.
Now we have this product, right?
Yeah, and the 4C.
But the 4C is the one that she's keeping tucked underneath the, because she don't want. That's why it's 324 and not 4.
Oh, okay.
Because she don't want everybody to know about the 4C. Which I have my own theory on that, because I know I had questions about why she was starting a niche, a competing business for herself, and just it's a theory, because I was pinging this off someone and it's just a theory. Maybe she started that business because the revenue from that business will be 100% hers, and she doesn't have to share that.
Crowdfunding.
There you go.
Investors.
There you go.
Who are these investors? These
I don't know. It's
quote
like
unquote
the
investors.
number changes, because at one time I thought it was 7,000, then she mentioned 9,000. So I don't know.
That's fishy in itself. I just really hate.
But they're all her customers.
I really hate that she is exploiting Black women. That's what I feel like she's doing.
Yeah.
She's playing on the vulnerability. She's
Of
just
Black people, period.
of Black people, period. Because I did see some men in there with their, you know, Black men take care of their hair too. But I really hate that. Man, I'm trying to find that other it's an umbrella business. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna look it up real fast. Show what I'm talking about.
I don't know, but this is frustrating me.
The
because
deceit.
I don't feel like we're really going to get real answers. And watching her on interviews and stuff like that, she's just talking in circles and saying all of the things that sound good, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, she had this weird way of saying that even though she raised $10 million over the lifetime of the business, she's made $40 million. So she's basically like 4x investor funds. That's not how you pay back investors.
That's not how investors.
No.
You buy in for a percentage of profits.
And also, she said that you don't need to show that you're profitable when you're seeking investment money. You just need to show that you're growing. And I'm like, what are we basing growth off of?
Did she was on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
She also has a 2.
Apparently she's
On
Trustpilot. Mastered the art of storytelling.
Yeah, she has.
And that's how she's gotten here. But wax out your ears, people. Because he asked her on the podcast, the host, how did she manage to get her husband on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because she signed him up for that. And I'm saying her husband, but she calls him a partner. So I'm just going to say they ain't married. Because if that was my man, it would be my husband.
My husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say they ain't married. So she said that she applied for him to go, and she wrote the story for him to go. All you need is a good story. And that's how they finesse their way on the Shark Tank.
You know.
And a lot of the numbers don't add up, because according to her, they made $1 million before they hit Shark Tank. But what I read online was they made $400,000 before they hit Shark Tank. So what is it? What? Then the guy who was trying to invest in her company, she claimed that he gave their company an evaluation of $2 million, where other lenders had evaluated them at $6 million. And that's was one of the other reasons why she turned him down. And I was like, probably because he knew the real numbers.
Yeah, he knew those real numbers because, you know, those people.
Yeah.
Why would I invest in you if I don't have anything coming in for me?
I don't know. She is annoying me. I was rooting for her initially, but now I'm annoyed because, girl, you playing in my face.
You playing in everybody's face.
Like, and for what reason? Tuck your tail and call it a day. Call your losses. Liquidate. Give your investors whatever profits from your liquidation sale and move on.
So it says the couple was well known for turning down $400,000 offer from Shark Tank.
They wanted that amount for 10% equity. He told them, I would give you this amount, but for 20% equity. And she was like, no, thank you.
I gotta go look up these.
I'm going to be honest
businesses.
with you. I think that they were going to turn down whatever offer was given to them. I don't even think the reasoning for going on Shark Tank was to get investor funds. I think it was strictly for the free publicity.
Mm-hmm. That was all. And then that way you will have your story that goes
You would
into
have
the
your
story.
story that goes into the story that
And
builds the
then-
story. And then now after that, we're doing all of these press junkets.
Yeah.
And then we have other people looking at us because we've got free publicity
From Shark Tank.
from Shark
And that's
Tank.
why we keep seeing Shark Tank on top of
That's
every video.
Exactly. Because now we're going to piggyback off. We're going to ride the coattails of Shark Tank once again.
Oh, she's all on Reddit, girl. It said, if you're considering buying CurlMix, proceed with caution.
The subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I recently bought the Wash and Go set. This was 2 years ago. So it's Ultra Hood, fragrance free, about $80, and my hair didn't like it. She has some type of plan, but what is it? What is her motive? Like that's what she has, a motive. What is it?
I think the motive is just to keep people talking about her.
And to keep people in their pockets. So she can stay in people's pockets.
I think the motive is to keep people talking about her because, like, I think she enjoys this attention.
You know, I always say this, and it's just maybe a personal belief of mine, but I believe that anytime that you present yourself on the forefront in front of a large populace of people, you become very targeted and very unprotected, very, very vulnerable. It's a lot of things you become.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel that we are in a system to do so. So I feel like if you are a CEO and you are like, you really have to play the back burner. You have to kind of work with your head down, stay behind the scenes and not be so up in front, on the front line, in order to really get ahead, like genuinely and truly get ahead as a Black woman, as a double minority, because we are in, let's just be honest, a white system that was built not for us. So in order to monopolize and play the game, you just kind of have to stay tucked away. And what she's doing is just, that's why I
feel like she's in her own way. Definitely in her own way.
I just feel like you get farther.
I don't know who buys into the brand after this. It's giving Dollar General.
Dollar Tree, $1.25. Yeah, it's gonna be
It's giving
next to LA Colors.
pink oil moisturizer. I don't know. Like, I feel like this has cheapened whatever she was trying to do, in my opinion.
Well, if the Ulta prices were between, you said $18 and $24,
18 to 26.
18 to 26, and she's doing the 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Why would I go pay $18 to $26? Why don't I just go and get the 10 for 10? And if she did it in October, she'll do it again. And if she's doing it right now, she'll do it again and again. So
On the podcast, she says that the one bottle of product costs $30.
girl, so
I'm not lying.
you're getting a steal of a deal.
You're getting a steal of a deal, and that's when he was just like, "How profitable is this 10 for 10?" And then she was like, "You invite? What did you say?" He's asking private business or something like that.
I was very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. And then she told him she makes about roughly $50 off of every box still.
What? How?
I don't know, but she's hiring at $20 an hour.
How many people she got over there in the Willy Wonka factory?
She's looking for more.
Oh, yeah, 2 more.
No.
Oh, more.
Yeah, more than that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she didn't have any warehouse employees when this campaign started.
Who the heck was...
Her auntie.
Was she getting rid of, like...
I was being so serious.
I'm
I
sorry.
was so serious.
Hi, T.D.
I don't think she had any. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I don't think she really had any warehouse workers.
I'm saying her and her auntie was pulling old products then. Where were they getting these products? Who was on the assembly line packaging and making this stuff?
I never saw. I've seen 1 or 2 people, and these might be the new hires.
Who's doing the measuring of the quantitative?
She said that they were on a FaceTime call checking product quality.
With Rosa.
I don't know how you do a quality control check on FaceTime.
When you right there in Chicago.
No, she probably was in Atlanta at that time. Was she or no? Or
Well,
was she
this
back?
was her week. I don't know, because
Right.
this was after she left the office. She said, she got on a quick call with Rosa. That was before. I think that was before, but if I'm wrong,
To check quality and how you do that on FaceTime.
Free flag.
And also, like, isn't this like a don't we have standard operating procedures for quality control?
You do. Because you know what? That could be why a lot of these newer products are giving people fungal infections on their scalp, ringworms, parasitic scalp infections.
I want to know what is her standard operating procedures for quality control, because it cannot.
And our hair is falling out.
It cannot be on the operating procedures list. FaceTime call me.
I know cucumber seed oil is not. I've never.
You and this cucumber seed oil.
I just know that that's not a real thing. But even if it was, what's the scientific genus name of this? Because it would not be labeled as cucumber seed oil.
I don't know. I've never heard of cucumber seed oil ever.
Well, she said it. They were waiting on it, and
I've been in the beauty industry for 20 plus years. I've never heard of anybody using cucumber seed oil. I've never even seen it marketed on anybody's label as the thing to put in your hair, ever.
yeah, that was on the first video.
I remember because she was waiting on the cucumber seed oil to come in so that she can make the 10th product that they didn't have already in stock when they decided to do this 10 for 10 bundle. 10 for 100.
How many? I wonder how many did they have on hand, because she was boxing up something. I don't know what it was.
It was just boxes. It was just boxes already pre-assembled,
rolling down.
and then the ones that had product in it only
belt.
had 9, because we didn't have the 10th product, because we had to wait for an ingredient to make the 10th product to then do a video chat quality control before we can bottle it and package it and send it to y'all.
So the 10 for 10, and she's
10
making
for 100,
10
because
for
you're right.
100.
I don't know why we keep saying 10 for 10, because that's
It's
wrong.
yeah, that's wrong. But that 10 for 100. What about taxes? Like, do they have to pay taxes on it? She has to pay retail taxes.
Absolutely.
So that
She definitely has
Shipping?
to pay taxes
does
plus
the,
shipping.
Does the customer have to pay?
The
shipping?
customer is paying shipping and taxes, but she also has to pay tax,
She has
sales
to pay,
tax.
yeah,
I'm sure she has to pay employee tax, and she has that too. A lot of taxes.
payroll taxes.
Like, I don't even understand when she downsized. Oh, I do understand. Never mind. When she downsized her employee account from, what was it, 30 or 60 to 14, something like that.
Something like that.
I was about to say, I don't even understand why she didn't downsize the space. But then so there was 2 things that she's mentioned on the podcast about the space, the warehouse. One was that somebody actively was seeking a startup business that was Chicago based, according to her. And they were looking to invest in them. And that investment is how she got her warehouse. But then she turned around and said that she should have negotiated her lease for her warehouse better. And I'm like, I'm so fucking confused yet again. Because what you mean? So, and she has like a year plus left in her lease.
Okay.
What was it? How long? When did she get the warehouse?
But you know, most commercial leases are on a long-term basis.
Yeah, but 5 minimum. Well, 5. Yeah, 5 minimum.
And I don't think she started in that big warehouse. You know,
Maybe
like,
not.
When did she get this warehouse?
But what investor invested in her getting this warehouse and all of the things and left that part for her to do?
Because she has some pretty heavy-duty barrels and equipment in there.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they was just like, well, I'll just give you this money, and then she used the money for the warehouse.
Girl.
And didn't have a clue as to why she needed this warehouse. Because at this point, like, why not just get a smaller facility? Why did you need 30,000 square feet of space back then? Unless you lied on your auto application and you needed a fulfillment center.
There you go. That part.
You oversold yourself. That's insane.
That is insane.
Every time I see a video, I just have so many more questions.
We have a lot of questions about Kim Lewis.
And where is Tim? Is Tim alive?
Kim and Tim. They're like the dynamic
Is Tim
duo.
still alive?
In fact, she said that they were a dynamic duo.
Of what? Maybe he had the kids this week.
Because we saw the kids.
We saw the kids this week?
Well, no, I'm just on when they were playing chess.
Oh, that was at the beginning of the campaign. We ain't see them this week, so maybe Tim had the kids this week.
Maybe Tim had the kids.
Because they separated.
I don't see how she have all this time to run around, and you have 2 kids. You have this huge. You're the
Because they have 50-50 custody. They go by
founder
Tim
of,
1 week, and then they stay with her the other week.
But even still, when you're the founder of 3 to 4 businesses.
Remember, they failed, and people gonna give her more money because she had these failed startups already.
And you know what not to do.
You know what not to do.
I I don't know. I never knew it worked like that.
It has been very insightful for me.
What did you? What's your
Someone who
takeaway?
is my takeaway is to not be like him. My takeaway is to not scale myself out of business. My takeaway is not to overpromise and underdeliver. My takeaway is not to beg. I am such a bootstrapper, or I will find the means.
Ubering, out Uber Eats, DoorDash, anything but getting on there. I'm a DoorDash these CurlMix boxes.
I don't think that God was in the center of any of her decisions either. And this is just me outside looking in.
The intentions were wrong from jump.
Onset, absolutely.
So anything without the right intention, it has no substance. It is going to fail.
This all just feels like a very me-driven campaign. This feels like a very me-driven business. It feels like I'm going to be this savior, this hero for my community. And this probably ain't even what God asking you to do.
No, I don't like the deceitfulness behind it. I don't like, how it's coming off. The comment is there. That's what I... But
I don't know. Kimmy might need to fail on this one so she can really figure it out.
Yeah. I think she's going to figure it out. Because to her, anybody that's willing to get up there and talk like this, they think it looks good. It sounds good. They're doing a great job, especially like how she's finagling and just mouthpiecing. But
it's also indicative of the fact that it's not a bootstrap business and it's a venture-backed business, and it was from onset. When you have people just throwing money at you, and she even mentions it in that podcast about how 2-3 years ago, 2020 to 2023, people had money and it was easy to get. And everybody's money was easy to get for her because she has a mouthpiece and can talk you out of it.
And that's what happened.
And sell you a dream. And now she's having to put her money where her mouth is.
She talked people out of that EIDL money. Oh, maybe that's how she...
Ooh.
PPP?
Ooh, ooh.
Oh.
Maybe she never really had 30 employees and just claimed them.
That's how you get more money. We're going to see where this goes.
We will see where this goes. Probably nowhere.
December 31st is coming real fast. Next week is the end
coming
of
real
November.
fast, but it's still such a long way to go for people who are genuinely curious like I was to do some digging, do some research, and hop off the Kim train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point we need to just hop off the Kim train. I'm not seeing... And she's still not even really telling us where this $2 million is supposed to go to help her turn it around. I think in the video she said it'll help her clear some debt and leave some cash in the bank. But cash to do what with?
No, because on the podcast, she made the statement that, hold on, this will be the last one. We'll wrap it up.
Okay.
But I just got to play this one because she was making it sound like, hey, if I'm not coming in with X amount of millions, then there's no point in me staying in business making chump change, so I might as well close it down. At least that's what I took from it. Let's see. Pull up Kim right here. Here she is.
So we need 20,000 orders by December 31st to keep our business open and our doors open and keep employing our team and making CurlMix products.
20,000 products equates to what? How much money?
$2 million about.
So you need $2 million to stay open.
So here's the thing. If we're going to run this kind of campaign, I didn't want to do it where we get 10,000 orders and the business is open, but there's no money in the bank, right? And our debt is cleared, but we have no cash to operate.
Yeah.
One of the things I learned about my business this year, and we had a profitable month this year, is that it needs volume.
Did you hear?
So if I'm not able to do $500,000 or more a month, I should not stay in business.
But how does this campaign guarantee you $500,000 more a month moving forward? She keeps saying we need 20,000 products. When it's 20,000 orders of these boxes, is that what you need at $100 an order? I don't understand how you still turn this around to being $500,000 a month in sales after this campaign ends.
No, because once you give somebody something like this, once you give people this, they're going to look for this all the time.
Yes.
Because you've been giving them this since October, since your 10th year.
You have been giving them this since October.
And is it really 10 years old? I'm wondering that.
In 2015.
She really has been around.
Well, the name, probably the LLC, is 10 years old. No, because, it was a subscription box in 2015. So the name the LLC is 10 years old. The actual product-based business didn't start till 2018.
Okay.
So even that's a lie.
I think Social Proof probably pulled some stuff out and had it, because once you go back and you rewatch it, he probably was scratching his damn head like, what in the world?
He would ask her things, and she would just go down this like funnel of just words, and then at the end she would hit him with like a parable or something. He'd be like, and then I'm like, you're saying but she ain't answered
Him.
Yes,
I noticed he kept going.
because she would hit him with one of those things. He'd be like, and I'm like, this didn't even have anything to do with the original question.
Maybe let's just.
Because when he asked her, I feel like I could be remembering this wrong, but he asked her about the profitability, the profit margins on the $100 box. And she was like, now you're all in my business. But then she turned around and she was just like she literally stammered and said that she makes maybe $50 off of a $100 box, right? This promo.
That's a lot.
But then she said to him that the subscription boxes she was doing, they were like $30 for the box. But then she realized she can make $30 for this bottle and have a 90% margin, profit margin from the bottle, which was a better profit margin than the $30 subscription box. So she has a 90% profit margin from her $30 bottle that she's now selling for $10 in this promo. Why?
Let's see. 2026, November 2026. We're going to see Kim. We're going to see.
Kim.
That's all he can say.
As someone who is watching this campaign, I don't even have $1 in this. I don't give a shit about her workout videos. I don't care that you went to dinner with your friends. I don't care about any of these things. What I care about is, how are you really going to restructure this business so that it is profitable once this is over?
I think that for people who are, especially like other people, other Black women, Black men that may have a business that is, just over their head, they need some type of ideas like, okay, well, let me see if she can give me any type of tips or insight or something to how I can save my business. And that's why, I feel like that would be her time to use her platform to show other people too, like, let this be a learning curve. This is what we need to do. We need to go out. We need to reanalyze things. We need to refocus on our marketing. We need to do this. We take a different approach.
So in a good month that she said that she had, where they had the 500K month, whatever, she said that then they had to really figure out, so when they don't hit 5K in a month, they have to figure out how they're going to spend the money. And I'm like, if you had a good month, why wouldn't you take and double down on your marketing dollars to put more eyes on your product? What
it takes money to make money. But if she has such a huge social following, to run those ads on YouTube and Pandora and Instagram and TikTok and whatever, Google.
Yeah. Are we scared to run those kind of ads and campaigns because we might have customers out there that are still waiting on our packages and we don't want them to hop on our paid ads? So instead, I'm going to put this thing out here that I know is going to garner attention because everybody loves a story. And then now I'm getting all of this free press instead of paid press. So I don't know. Kim, you have it. You have my attention. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
my energy. Just my
attention. But I have a very short attention span, and I would absolutely forget about you
real quick.
Yes, I would absolutely forget about you, and the world will forget about CurlMix if you don't get this shit together for real.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never even heard of it up until this point.
Me either.
So.
But
keep scandaling and deceiving people. It is going to fail. Like, you are in the age of Aquarius, hunty, and everything is being unveiled.
This is facts. We about to see. I love this support, I guess she's getting, but I don't like it. I don't like it because I feel like
it's encouraging behavior to other people with the same motive. I don't.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, look, it's working for her. I'm going to do it.
It's working for her. I'll do it and see where that gets me. The only difference is I feel like she has rubbed elbows and she has certain people in her pockets that we don't know about that's giving her this opportunity to create this space, this chitlin circuit, so to speak. No, it's alarming. Especially for someone who is bootstrapping their own e-commerce business.
To say the least.
Because she honestly low-key makes it harder, to be honest. Because
for integrity-driven people.
Yeah. Because now you have to really prove your worth. And you're going to have to prove on paper. Because Kim ain't hold up her word. I don't know. And I hate that for us as a community, especially as Black women founders, for us to be here.
Because you see how the people, they coming together. Let's save our revenue incomes. Let's save this Black woman business.
But then we don't even know the value that she's adding because she's never said what the value add is. I'm still waiting on other than I want to.
Yeah.
What is the value add? What is the added value of having CurlMix be around?
The saga continues.
It does.
We're going to keep up with what's going on.
That could have been a great way for her to, I don't know what the zoning is for that warehouse, but she could have turned it into like a very experiential experience for people
It could,
with curly hair. It could have been like a destination spot for the girls who go to the Chicago.
That's just like Miss Jessie's pudding. You would go to New York and like, oh, you have, that's how the sisters started.
Yep.
And you get your natural hair and they would, you know, define your curl pattern and give it a nice cut and style and shape. And that's very well could have been
worked. Had a cute little visitor center set up.
I like that.
To sell some products, let them sniff the
But
pineapple.
That's
fragrance.
with a business-minded woman. You know, she's very innovative. She's a thinker. She's very
I
creative.
gotta stop giving this hoe my free advice because this is the second time I done gave her some free advice.
And it ain't gonna work out. It wouldn't work out because she don't want no experiences. She just want the money. She just want to capitalize off of doing nothing.
No, she is doing it for impact because she really wants to be impactful for Chicagoans, if that's how you say it.
You never know.
Girl, we know. Kim's scamming.
To be continued.
Until next time, thank you guys for tuning into The Naked Truth. I'm Niecy, and
I'm Brittany.
see you next time.